Hey, this is Jason with Tuna Tech, and I talk about a lot of tech, and no one really can predict the future, but are foldables in the phone market, or any market, are foldables the future? So you might be asking yourself, oh, here we go, another Samsung device. In the US, there's only a few options. You have Samsung with the Fold and the Flip series, and you have the Google Pixel Fold. All three of those are great devices. Each have their merits. I have had the Fold 4, the Flip 4, and I currently have the Pixel Fold. They're all great devices, and they all have their merits. Like I said, for me, the Pixel Fold was short, but easy to use the outside screen, which left the longevity of the internal screen a little last longer if you're not opening as much. The Flip, I would feel, was a better performer processor-wise, but was too narrow. But here comes OnePlus, and they have introduced the OnePlus Open, which I would say, based on specs and size and dimensions, this phone is something that kind of slips right in between both of those devices, i.e. the Fold 5 and the Pixel Fold. So in standard OnePlus fashion, we've got the red box, and you see the Hasselblad and the OnePlus on the top and bottom. On the back, nothing really exciting. OnePlus Open, it's got the 8 Gen 2, so it should perform pretty well, probably on par with the Fold 5. Nothing wrong with Samsung. All you Samsung Knights, don't come after me. I just feel like we need something with a similar size internal screen, but more usable outside screen. And that's where this one comes in. It's a little more longer, a little more, I think it's a 20:9 aspect, something like that. More of a standard phone. So we're gonna prop this open. And what's interesting is if you watch this, as you open it, it kind of leans up. So that's kind of nice. So we'll pull this out like this. This is the phone. I'll set it off to the side, and that is very light, you guys. Compared to the Pixel, that is super light. Now I'll pull this off. In the box, you've got a charger. Now, here in the US, I believe it's only gonna be a 67-watt charger. In other parts of the world, it's an 80-watt charger, but I will double check that. But from what I understand, that's how it's gonna be here in the US. Boo, 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 I guess. But either way, a charger's included. And at this price, it starts at $16.99, I believe, or $17.99. And right off the rip, any phone you have, $200 off, making it about $1,500 phone. And while that's still pricey for what they offer, it seems like a pretty decent price. In the box, you also get a green, kind of a textured case, which is always nice. And again, for this price, Samsung, you probably should include something too, but they don't. And it's your standard fare, you know, you stick it on your side. But I'm happy with that because right out of the box, you don't have to buy anything, and you get your standard red cable. So join the Red Cable Club if you aren't already. Get some discounts, stuff like that. Got you welcome. Your Red Club membership card information, and I believe it comes with a card there on the bottom. Quick guide, safety guide, and your OnePlus stickers. If you're into that kind of thing, I guess stickers are kind of cool. I'll put that off to the side along with the case, because we'll have to use that eventually. And that's pretty much it. Now, besides the phone itself, we'll move this off to the side. If you pre-ordered this, they did come with these right here, and I've done an open unboxing of the green version of these, so you can check my channel and look at the unboxing, and I did a quick audio sample. These aren't anything new, except for the fact that they're the OnePlus Buds Pro 2 in Misty White, which is a limited edition, rare color, I guess, specifically released with the Fold. So I don't know if the offer is still going, but that's a nice addition. Get you linked into their ecosystem. But here is the phone. We'll get it ripped open. So right off the bat, like I told you guys before, this thing is super light compared to the likes of any other folding phone I've ever used. You got your camera right here, and looks like probably some kind of sensor next to it. And then I got the green color, and you got your Hasselblad gigantic, you know, camera bump with the little flash off in the corner. And that's it. We'll fold it up, and that's where it kind of looks. I don't have the fold next to me, but if you grab any other phone, you would notice that it's kind of similar in size, maybe a little bit shorter, but the Pixel is a lot shorter than this, and it's about width-wise, these two are about the same width. So that's where it comes in, where it's maybe a little more useful, I guess. But some of the quick specs here, just to keep you guys going. The main display, or primary display, is 7.82 inches. It's 2440 by 2268, which is basically a 2K resolution. It's got a refresh rate of 120 hertz, which is LTPO3. It's AMOLED, peak brightness of 2800 nits, which is fantastic in the sun. The cover screen is a 6.3 inch, 2K screen, LTPO3 again, AMOLED, again peak brightness of 2800. We've got Oxygen OS 13.2, which is based on Oxygen 13. Interestingly enough, they're offering 4 major OS updates and 5 years of security updates. If this would have shipped with Android 14, I would have been happier, because now when they upgrade to 14 here soon, that's your first OS update. They got the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 mobile processor, so we're going to have speed and efficiency. It only comes in one configuration of RAM, which is 16 gigabytes of LPDDR5X, and it has 512 gigabytes of UFS 4.0 storage. So it doesn't have expandable memory, but it should be pretty interesting there. Have plenty of room. Your main camera is a Sony LYT T808 pixel stacked CMOS. It's 48 megapixel. It's got OIS and EIS. Now we're talking about these cameras. The telephoto is an OmniVision OV648 with 3 times optical zoom, 6 times in-sensor zoom, and it's 64 megapixels with OIS and EIS. Ultrawide is a Sony IMX581 48 megapixel with EIS only. Your main front camera on main primary display is a 20 megapixel with electronic image stabilization, and the front camera on the secondary cover screen is a 32 megapixel with electronic image stabilization. It's got what they call reality speakers. You got 2 on the top and 1 on the bottom, and it has USB 3.1 Type-C, and it's got the patented alert slider back in the building. So we've got power, volume, alert slider. But listen to this, you guys. Let me see if I can hear this. So what's interesting is this thing, you can kind of pose it. So, but once you get to a certain part, it snaps open, which it's a preference thing. But you can kind of see that the purplish hue must have some kind of coating on it to make it matte, so it's not as shiny as well, which is awesome. But yes, this is a quick unboxing of the OnePlus Open in green. So got that nice camera bump, very good quality build. They liken the lightness to better materials, words I can't even attempt to pronounce, but the hinge has got less parts, lighter materials. I believe somewhere I read even a little bit of carbon fiber. But OnePlus came out swinging with this. One thing that people are complaining about is software, which I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because you can, and they've already issued updates on day one. So when this is turned on, it will probably have an update. And it does not have wireless charging, which is kind of a bummer, because I have a lot of phones that have wireless charging. I have a lot of wireless chargers, but with 67 watts / 80 watts of wired charging, this thing will top up really quick. Like I said, it's an expensive investment, but if you feel that foldables are the future, this may be the best folding device to date in the US. But that is yet to be proven by me. So if you're interested in a review, camera samples, any of that stuff, leave me a comment down below and we'll address that and we'll go from there. But that's a quick unboxing and quick first look at this OnePlus Open. This is the inside screen, and there's the outside screen. It just went dark on me. All right, guys, thanks for watching.